over the last few years, we've seen a couple of new handguns release, semi-automatic handguns chambered in 22 WMR or 22 Magnum. And for those of you out there that have seen those or interested in those, you may not know that those are not new, those are not groundbreaking, those are not innovative. Why is that? Well, because the AMT Auto Mag II right here was doing the whole 22 WMR, 22 mag thing about 3 decades ago, about 30 years ago. So today we're going to take a look at the little AMT Auto Mag here. We're going to do some function testing, obviously with some ammo here. We're going to shoot for a group. We're going to take a look at a few of the features. And you'll know a little more about the OG 22 Magnum semi-automatic handgun. So let's get to work. Let's take a look at the ammo we're going to run today. We got 3 different types. We've got what I think is probably the most common here in a CCI Maxi Mag, 40 grain jacketed hollow point. And we're going to save that for a little later. We're going to shoot for a group, I think, with that one, it being the most common. We've also got a 40 grain right here, Federal Champion. This one, however, is an FMJ. And then back here, we've got some Remington. And this right here is a 33 grain Remington AccuTip. So we've got a pretty good representation of ammunition here, and it'll give us an idea of how reliable the little AMT Auto Mag II can be. Let's kick off the function testing with this Federal Champion, 5 rounds on steel. We'll see how well she runs with this stuff. Here we go. Did not have a lock back, but otherwise, everything ran fine. Yep, we're locking back fine there. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Now, function test on this Remington ammo. This Remington should be a little hotter ammo. I don't know if we'll be able to tell that with the recoil or the muzzle report, but it should be. 5 rounds on steel. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Definitely hotter. One more. All right, with that function testing out of the way, let's take a closer look at this beauty. What do you think? One of the things about this that I really love, I love the design, I love the look with the the stainless, and typically they'll come with a black grip that's kind of blah. You can see I went for the wood with the factory AMT logo and branding, which is really neat. But yeah, the wood on the stainless, beautiful, beautiful little handgun. And it's actually just a scaled down design from the larger bore, the larger caliber AMT Auto Mags. The slide you can see is got the chunks cut out of it, like lightning ports before there was lightning ports. And, I don't know the reasoning behind this, but I've got to assume that slide being heavy and getting the balance right with that 22 Magnum cartridge, maybe they had to do that for reliability cycling purposes, right? The front sight you can see is orange. That is an orange insert in that front sight. That is not painted. And then we got the rear sight with the little white tick marks or hash marks. It is, of course, hammer fired manual safety here on the back. Trigger not terrible for what it is, and something that is you just don't see hardly anymore is hill release on the magazine right there. So you don't have the button on the grip like you would on some modern handguns. All right, let's shoot a little group with this thing. Going to be shooting obviously from the multi-cal steady rest here. Got a target 25 yards down range, and what I'll do is I'll bring in the target cam on that. This being 22 Magnum, going to be a really tiny hole. I don't think I'm going to be able to see where I'm hitting. That's why I've got the spotting scope out. By the way, the spotting scope, awesome. And link down below if you want to check that out. Yeah, let's put 5 rounds down. Let's see what she will do. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Can I do my part is the question. Two more. Two more. We can hold it together. You know what's interesting, even though it's orange on that front sight, I can't even see the orange. Looks like pretty much black on black to me. Last round. Here we go. All right. Obviously, it ran the CCI mini mag fine. Everything locked back fine. I don't know what that group looks like. It was looking pretty good for what I could see there. So, see how we finished out. Oh, man, we're right there in that 1 inch or so area as far as the group size. Couple of, maybe 2 or 3 even. Same whole shots. So, yeah, this little AMT Auto Mag II getting it done as far as the group size, I think, at that 25 yards. All right, question of the day, given everything that you've seen so far. If you had to choose, would you go with one of the new Polyframe Wonder Kid 22 Magnum 22 WMRs, or would you opt for the AMT Auto Mag II, the OG? I think that it goes without saying where I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going with the all metal, the hammer fired, the wood grip, the just the overall cool profile of this thing, all day, every day, over one of those Poly Wonder Kids.